Welcome back to the channel. ScooterATVSales.com bringing you an inspection and service video on the Coleman mini bike 200. This is manufactured for Coleman by Tao Motors. It came in here for a service and inspection, so we are tuning it up. We just actually got done. Adam's doing all the work. Adam here is the lead tech at the Scooter City Reno. This is brought to you by ScooterATVSales.com. Shop online, you guys. Before you order, please always call. All right, Adam, so what was our first step here? This was brought in for a full tune-up. So
first things first is we had to change the oil on this thing.
And where do you do that?
So this is the drain bolt in front of the motor. It's a 10 millimeter. So socket wrench, regular wrench, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then after you get done draining it, you spin that loose, fill it with oil, and then it should drip out a little bit of oil. It's fine, just like that.
Okay.
That's how you know when it's full.
Okay.
And then there is a dipstick on that too as well.
Gotcha. And how much oil would you estimate that this engine takes? Was it about a pint of oil, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, what would be the next step here?
What I did was I cleaned off the spark plug or changed it.
Okay. And where's that spark plug located?
It's located behind the motor, on top of the cylinder.
Okay.
You'll be able to see it with the air box off of it.
Yeah, I see that. All right. And this is the air box. This is the air filter.
Right.
All right. And then your spark plug's located up here.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you got your gas canister.
Okay, right here.
After that, we check the clutch, which is on this side.
All right, let's walk on over.
Check it and lube it.
So this cover was on there originally, correct?
Correct.
All right, so this was, how was this? Just display that? Okay, it was just like that. And what size bolts are those?
It's an 8 millimeter socket just to be able to take these things off.
Okay. All right, and then when you removed it, what are you looking for when you remove it?
Make sure none of this stuff is tight. Make sure the cotter pins are there. Make sure this chain's lubed. And also while you're at it, make sure your back chain is not loose.
Okay.
And lubed up.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. What would be the next step then?
Tire pressure.
All right.
Yeah, like 12 psi.
Tire pressure. Now, a lot of these tires have the tire pressure recommendation on the sidewalls, correct?
Right.
So you just got to read the sidewall and go by what the manufacturer suggests, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so typical tune-up, checking all the nuts and bolts on the chassis, right? Tightening up.
Exactly.
Anything on the steering, correct? That's
Correct.
what you did?
Especially the pinch bolts.
All right, the pinch bolts up here, which are, what, up here, right?
Yes, one here, one here. And then after you get done checking that, what I like to do while it's still in the front end, make sure you tighten up all the nuts and bolts that are here to make sure nothing's loose.
Okay.
And then you do the same thing with the axle bolt just to make sure.
Okay, now you're also checking, this has the front shock, so you're checking to see if there's only any broken seals or if it's leaking, correct?
Right, exactly.
All right. Now this one doesn't have a rear suspension like the Mudstar does. So it's a little stiff in the back, you guys. The Mudstar actually is really nice. It has the front and rear suspension, but this is, again, this is the Coleman. This is manufactured for Coleman by Tao Motors. What else do we check on it?
Besides the air filter, we make sure it's nice and clean. There's no dirt, debris in it.
Okay, so this is the air filter. You blew it out. Made sure there's no dirt or debris. This is the cover of it?
Yes.
And how is that? You just remove that?
Yeah, so you kind of have to move the seat or remove the seat in general.
Okay.
Just fine, just moving it underneath the seat works, slide right on, put the wing nut on it, and lose it first.
Okay. So you put that back on, and I notice it does have those drum brakes in the back. It has a single handle on the left handlebar, which operate and allow you to stop here with the rear drum brakes. Now this looks like the adjusters too, if it's necessary, if you want to adjust the chain, which wasn't necessary this time. This looks like your adjuster nut, correct?
Correct.
That's for the rear brake, the drum brake. So this, you turn clockwise to tighten it if it's necessary. So you're just going to give it an overall inspection, make sure that everything is tight, things are in working order. Again, your spark plug, oil, and then you drain your oil over here, your oil checking the tire clutch area, and then what type of oil and then what type of wax did you use on the chain?
It's 10W40 Lucas oil. You can use the black or the blue label.
Okay.
And then it's chain wax, which is this bottle right here.
Okay, it looks like it's called Maxima Chain Wax. Actually, we use this in a lot of the dirt bikes that we service, most of all the dirt bikes. So this is an excellent brand, you guys. Throw a nice wax on there. So go through your mini bike. Servicing is so important. We can't tell you guys how often we see these ATVs, mini bikes, go-karts. They are not being serviced. These are hard-use vehicles. You gotta invest in servicing, whether you do it yourself or you bring it into your local dealer shop, you guys. So hope you find this well. Like, subscribe, comment. If you like these videos, we do our best to give you guys tips on maintenance, service, repair. Hope all is well. If you guys need some general universal scooter and ATV parts, it's ScooterATVparts.com, and you'll always find me on Instagram posting at Scooter ATV Sales. Thanks, Adam, for the tips. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Take care.